Sharansky, how is Israel dealing with what you call the new anti-Semitism, which is the overlap between anti-Semitism and anti-Israel sentiment?
Well, here are two things. First of all, what it does to the state of Israel, and second, what it does to Jewish people. As to state of Israel, our government is trying to appeal to our friends, to countries all over the world, and to draw their attention that our struggle, the struggle of the state of Israel, the only democracy in this part of the world, is part of their struggle. And I am glad to see that more and more countries understand it. And it's not accidental that the speech of Prime Minister of Canada was more Zionist than of most of our politicians. As to Jewish people, and that's of a special concern for a Jewish agency, there is definitely, we clearly see the effort of our enemies to distance Jewish people from their state, to make the Jewish people, especially young people on the campuses, confused, embarrassed, afraid to express their solidarity with the state of Israel. And we see that the best way to overcome it is, first of all, to bring Israeli experience to these Jews, to bring these Jews to Israel. And those 300,000 Jews who came here, young Jews, on birthrights, those 50,000 who came on one-year studies of Massaw Jewish Agency, they all see the real truth. And they're becoming our best ambassadors. And our Jewish Agency, in 1 year, doubled our program of working now on 40 universities. On 40 universities, there are special Israeli fellows on campuses. Those Israelis who, after the army, after their first degree, come volunteer and work 1 or 2 years on campuses and try to bring as much of Israel as possible to the campus, as many young Jews as possible to Israel, and to help the Jews to be proud of their connection with Israel and not to be embarrassed with this.
What about the non-Jewish community?
Well, non-Jewish community, of course, first of all, we have allies, those who were very devoted and supportive of the Zionist idea of gathering exiles, and we want to strengthen it. As to all the others, in general, to non-Jewish community, our message has to be that the ideas of freedom, of human rights, these are the closest ideas to us. We are the only who are defending in this part of the world these principles. So we are natural allies for you. Our struggle, in fact, is your struggle.
Thank you very much.
Another question in English, please.
Yeah, please.
Can you tell me why you think that the new anti-Semitism, that is the 3Ds against Israel, is more dangerous, is the most dangerous manifestation of anti-Semitism today, now that the other violence and attacks against individual Jews went down this year? Why do you consider the 3Ds against Israel the most dangerous form?
Israel becomes more and more important source of identity of Jewish people. At the time when religious identity and national identity not connected to the state of Israel is weakening, at this time of assimilation, we see how connection with Israel becomes one of the most important components of this identity. More than this, at the time when it's clear that Shoah is not possible because there is the state of Israel, there is the army of Israel, there is somebody who can defend the Jews and to save them from any corner of the world, it becomes more important. If you really think in terms of the new Shoah, if somebody thinks in terms of new Holocaust, he or she understands that they have to deal with the state of Israel. And state of Israel becomes the target because the state of Israel is the main defender and the main representative of the Jews of the world.
And what about the people who say that because of the new anti-Semitism against Israel, it increases the attacks against individual Jews in the old form of anti-Semitism? Going in the opposite
not because
direction.
you want to say that. What about people who say that because of Israeli policy, Jews are in danger? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there are people who are saying so. We believe that defending Israel, we are defending the most important shield of Jewish people, and that's why we are not ready to give up on our defense. We are not ready to give up on the existence of the state of Israel in order to make people to feel that now they can live easier as Jews. I did hear from some Jews that for me as a Jew, it will be better to live in the world where Israel doesn't exist. And I only can remind to these Jews what happened with Jews in the world where Israel didn't exist.
One question.
Yeah.
Have you got a special message for the Christian audience about what you've said today?
Well, after thousands of years of anti-Semitism, Christian anti-Semitism, national anti-Semitism, Nazi anti-Semitism, communist anti-Semitism, the world learned the hard way why something what starts with the persecution of Jews finishes with the big tragedy for the world. And I am very glad that in the modern world we have many allies, and some of them are strong allies, Christians of this world, who not only believe in the justice of our cause, but believe in the importance of the process, historic process of gathering of exiles, of Jews coming to their promised land. And we are very glad to have these allies. We are very glad to enjoy their support. I can say that here in Jewish Agency, we also supported in some of our important projects of Aliyah and absorption of Ethiopian Jews are supported by Christians of the world. And I think this support and this union is first of all important for us. And second, it's guarantee that this prejudice of the world against us can be overcome.